Good evening to one and all present here. Myself, Payal Shashikant Nandre. I am the member of Graphics Mini Project Group number 3. Our group starts from roll number 28 to roll number 41. The topic of our group is sectional orthographic projection. Let us understand this topic very clearly. What is sectional orthographic projection? The transformation of any 3D object into the 2D object is known as orthographic projection. That is, if we draw any 3D object into the 2D object on the paper, then that transformation is known as orthographic projection. A sectional view is a view seen when the position of an object nearest to the observer is imagined to be removed by means of cutting plane, so the observer can see the inner portion clearly. Why sectional orthographic projections are used? These are used to understand the inner details of complex object. When the object is complex from inside, there will be many hidden lines in the projections and it will be difficult to understand the orthographic projections. Therefore, to understand this easily, the details of the complex object are sectional orthographic projections are used. Orthographic projections of complex objects are drawn after imagining it as an object cut by an imaginary cutting plane or the planes parallel to the principal planes passing through the details of the object, and the plane which cuts the object into the two or more parts is known as cutting plane or the section plane. The portion of the object between the cutting plane and the observer is imagined to be removed, and then the object is viewed by the observer and the projection is drawn, and such a projection is known as sectional view or the sectional projection. The cutting plane line is shown in non-section view. To locate the section plane, and arrows are drawn to show the direction of the sight. The cutting plane line is also known as line of section or the trace of the cutting plane. This is how the cutting plane line looks like. The portion of the object cut by cutting plane and touching the cutting plane is shown by drawing hatching or section lines. Hatching or section lines are drawn thinner than the object lines. These lines are drawn at the angle of 45 degree. This line should be evenly spaced about 2 to 3 mm apart. Whenever the cutting plane is passing through the machine elements like ribs, pins, shafts, nuts, bolts, and if the cutting plane contains the axis of the above machine elements, then they are not sectioned. However, if the cutting plane does not include axis, then these elements are hatched. That is, if the cutting plane is passing through the axis of the rib or any other machine element, then we don't need to show the hatching lines over there. Let us understand all these things with the help of some examples. This is our first example. Now we are going to see the sectional orthographic projection of this example. This is the orthographic projection of this example. Now this is the plane which is going to cut the object in two different parts, and this is known as cutting plane. On the paper, it is not easy to show the cutting plane. That is why we are going to use this line, which is known as cutting plane line. After cutting, the object will look like this. And now we have drawn the sectional orthographic view. These lines are known as hatching lines. As we already know, these are drawn at the angle of 45 degree and each line is about 2 to 3 mm apart from the other line. This is the second example. Now we are going to cut this object into the A to A line. This is the object will look after cutting it from the middle. This is the sectional orthographic view. These are the hatching lines. As we know that here is the rib and the plane is passing through the axis of the rib. Hence we have not drawn the hatching lines over there. Now let us understand all these things in very much detail by the step-by-step procedure.
Good evening to one and all. My name is Nirmit Patil and my roll number is 41. Now we will have a look on the questions we have prepared. So this is our first question. We will get right into it by drawing the XY axis like this. Now at a distance of 20 mm and considering the origin this point, we will draw four lines which will be parallel to X and Y axis respectively. Now at a distance of 20 mm from this point, we will draw a line parallel to Y axis. At a distance of 60 mm, we will draw a line which will be parallel to x-axis. Now, considering this as a point, center point, we will draw a circle of radius 25 mm. Now, another circle of 20 mm and another circle of 5 mm. Now, we will construct the base with the help of line which is of the length 70 mm and of height 20 mm. As per referring to the question, there is a gap which we are supposed to show, which is of the length 30 mm. Now from this point and this point, we will draw perpendiculars to the base we constructed before. And from this point, we are supposed to draw a line which is tangential to the circle. With this, we have completed the front view. Now with the help of this front view, we will take the projection lines and at 40 mm respectively. From the end points of both these lines, we have to draw a line of height 25 mm towards the cursor. Then we have to connect these two lines. After this, with the help of the projection lines, we have to show the hidden lines. Now, in order to construct the rib, we have to refer the question and draw the respective length, which is 60 mm. With this, we have completed the side view. Now, from the origin, draw a line which is at 45 degree to x and y axis. Now, with this line, we can take projections from our front view. We have to take projection lines from a side view as well. And with the help of these projection lines, we will construct another rectangular shape which is of the length 160 mm and of the height 70 mm. Referring to the question, we have to draw the hidden lines. Now at a distance of 20 mm, we have to draw another line which is of length 100 mm. With the help of the projection lines, we have to complete the structure and draw these lines which are of 40 mm respectively. Now we have to complete the hidden lines which are visible in the top view. Now taking projections from the front view again, we have completed the hidden lines in the top view. Now in order to draw the rib structure, we have to take projection lines from the side view and connect these points. Now to finish this question, we have to show the sectional view, and using the hatching, we can show the slanting lines in order to complete the question. With this, we have completed our first question. Thank you.
गुड इवनिंग टू ऑल। माय नेम संदीप कुमार रामचंद्र पाल, रोल नंबर 31। आज हम लोग देखने वाले हैं इंजीनियरिंग ग्राफिक्स का प्रॉब्लम, सेक्शनल ऑर्थोग्राफिक्स। इन दिस बॉय, व्यू फ्रंट व्यू, लुकिंग द फ्रंट व्यू। हम लोग को फ्रंट व्यू से दिस प्लेन एंड दिस प्लेन विजिबल। देन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम लोग ड्रॉ करेंगे एक्सिस, एक्स एक्सिस एंड वाई एक्सिस। देन सेक्शनल फ्रंट व्यू का 60 mm का लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे। देन दिस इज अ 100 mm लाइन एंड 15 mm लाइन हम लोग इन दिस वे ड्रॉ करेंगे। देन अगेन 20 mm का लाइन हम लोग ड्रॉ करेंगे इधर पे, एंड 15 mm लाइन एंड 20 mm लाइन से हम लोग 45 mm का प्रोटेक्टर से कंस्ट्रक्शन लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे। एंड देन 10 mm अबव इन दिस लाइन, इस लाइन को मैच कर देंगे। और नेक्स्ट 60 mm के यहाँ पे 30 mm लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे और इस 20 mm से इधर पे 20 mm का लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे। और देन 30 mm का इधर 20 mm के इधर से लाइन को इन दिस वे मैच करेंगे। देन रिप पॉइंट को इधर से हम लोग मैच करेंगे। देन दिस इज जस्ट हैचिंग लाइन कट, इधर पर ऑब्जेक्ट कट हुआ है। अभी हम लोग टॉप व्यू देखेंगे। टॉप व्यू का हम लोग कौन कौन सा व्यू विजिबल रहेगा, वो लाइन यहाँ पे इन दिस वे विजिबल। एंड नेक्स्ट हम लोग इसका प्रोजेक्शन, सेक्शनल फ्रंट व्यू का प्रोजेक्शन लेंगे टॉप व्यू के लिए। यहाँ इधर से इधर तक ये 100 mm है और ये 50 mm। अगेन इट इज द 100 mm, 10 mm इधर और 10 mm दिस। हम लोग यहाँ इधर इसका पॉइंट लेंगे, सेंटर पॉइंट, और रेडियस रहेगा 15 mm का, और इसको हाफ सर्कल ड्रॉ करेंगे। देन हम लोग इस दिस लाइन एंड दिस लाइन आल्सो पॉइंट, दिस पॉइंट एंड दिस पॉइंट का प्रोजेक्शन हम लोग टॉप व्यू में लेंगे। नेक्स्ट ये हम लोग का रिब है, ये 5 mm इधर और 5 mm इन दिस वे, दिस साइड, टोटल 100 mm। दिस पॉइंट टू दिस पॉइंट इट इज a 70 mm टोटल। एंड नेक्स्ट अभी हम लोग राइट हैंड साइड व्यू देखेंगे। राइट हैंड साइड व्यू बनाने के लिए हमें सेक्शनल फ्रंट व्यू एंड टॉप व्यू का प्रोजेक्शन लेंगे इन दिस वे। फर्स्ट ऑफ फर्स्ट हम लोग 50 mm का लाइन ड्रॉ करेंगे। देन हम लोग सेक्शनल फ्रंट व्यू का प्रोजेक्शन लेके इन दिस वे हम लोग कंस्ट्रक्ट करेंगे। देन रिब हम लोग बनाएंगे। ये हिडन लाइन है, सर्कल, टॉप व्यू का सर्कल जो है उसका ये हिडन लाइन है। देन अगेन रिब 5 mm दिस वे एंड 5 mm दिस साइड, टोटल 100 mm। नेक्स्ट हम लोग का डायग्राम इन दिस वे विजिबल। डन, थैंक यू।
Good evening to one and all. I am Krish Patel. My roll number is 38. I would like you to take you towards an example of sectional orthography. So this is the diagram which we are going to go through. So first we'll have to do the dimensional analysis. For the length, we'll have to consider this semicircular arc which is of radius 50 plus from this point to this point it is given 75, and we'll have to consider this width of the circle which is 10. So 50 plus 75 plus 10 which is 135. So the length is 135. Now we'll have consider to breadth. For the breadth, this radius is given over here is 50. So the diameter, of course, it will be of 100. So the breadth will be 100. Now for the height, we'll have to consider this base, which is of 20. This height is given as 80, and we'll have to consider the radius of this outer circle, which is 35. So 20 plus 80 plus 35, which is 135. So we got the height, which is 135. For the next step, we'll have to draw the axis. Now, before we did the dimensional analysis, so we'll draw the length from this axis, which is 135, height, which is also 135, and the breadth, which is 100. So now we'll draw the axis. We'll also create a line from the origin, which is making an angle of 45 degree with the horizontal axis. Now we'll create the center line for the left hand side view and also the top view. Now we'll create a circle of radius 35 in the left hand side view. We'll create a concentric circle of another which is of radius 20. Now we'll make sure to represent this line in the dotted so that we know that it's a center line. For the next step, we'll create the base of the left hand side view. Now we'll complete the left hand side view. Now creating for the semicircular of the top view, we'll have to create a circle with a radius of 50. Now we'll create a concentric circle of radius 16. Now we'll have to remove the other half of the circle so that we get the semicircular arc of the top view. Now completing the top view. Now we'll take the projections of this top view into the left hand side view. Now for the sectional front view, we'll have to cut the diagram into the half so that this is the representation of the other sectional view of sectional front view. For that, we'll have to create a base which is of 20. We'll take the projection from the left hand side view in the sectional front view. Now we'll create the basic base circle which is we took from the top view. Now we'll create the rig which through the projections of the top view. Now we'll show the hatching so that we know that it's a sectional projection front view. Now in the end, we would like to give the dimensions. With this,
Good evening everyone. I am Diya Patare, roll number 37. This is example number 4. If we cut this object in the middle, then it divided into two equal parts. Therefore, this is an equation of example of the sectional orthography. In this object, the length of object is 15 mm plus 35 mm plus 75 mm plus 15 mm. Therefore, total length of object is 140 mm. Breadth of object is diameter of the circle. Therefore, total breadth of object is 45 mm. Height of object is 15 mm. We start with the top view because the most of the clear visible circles are present in the top view. First of all, we draw the xy axis and mark the length, breadth and height. In the top view, we draw the horizontal center line at a 22.5 mm. Then we mark the two center lines of the circle to find the center point of the circle. One is at 19 mm and another one is at 50 mm. At a 19 mm, draw the circle of radius 22.5 and 12.5 mm. Also draw the semicircle of 7.5 and 17.5 mm at 15 mm distance. In the middle of the top view, there is a rib of the 10 mm and in the back side of the object, there is a 5 mm gap present. Then we draw the rib and the gap and draw the cylindrical portion present in the back side of the object. Join the tangent and then we move to the front view of front view. For the front view, take a projections from the top view. If we see the cylindrical object from the front, then it is observed as the rectangular. Draw the rectangular part using the projections, and after that mark the hidden lines of the circle. Then draw the 10 mm rib which is present at the bottom and join the another rib which is visible in the top view. After that, draw the circle of 8 mm and semicircle of 15 mm. Then join the cylindrical portion present at the backside of the object. After that, hatch the sectional part. From the front view, take a projections of the small 15 mm circle and mark in the top view by the hidden lines. For the side view, take a projection from the front view and top view and draw the 45 by 50 mm rectangular part. Using the portion, draw the small rectangular part and join the 10 mm rib in the middle. Draw the hidden lines and of inner circle and join the remaining hidden part. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ayush Patil. My roll number is 39, and today we are going to draw sectional orthographic projection of this diagram. So first, we have to draw XY line of this diagram, and by referring to that XY line, we have to draw two horizontal and vertical line at 20 mm. Then after that, we by taking LBH analysis of that diagram, we have to draw this object line as shown here. After that, first of all, we are going to draw LHS view of this diagram. Then we have to draw this line as shown here. Then this line. Then by drawing 40 mm of line here, we have to join these two lines like this. And afterward, we have to draw middle line of this view. Then by referring to this middle line, we have to draw a middle line at the front view side, and then we have to draw two circles of this view. Then we have to draw this line. Then by again we have to draw 40 mm of line here, and we have to join these two lines. Then we have to draw a line here, and we have to remove the unwanted line. Then we have to draw 20 mm of line from this side, and then we have to draw the rib of this view and have to draw the middle line. Then we have to draw the hatching lines of this front view. Then after that, by referring the front view, we have to draw the top view like this. Then we have to draw by referring this middle line, we have to draw these circles of the view, top view, and then we have to draw the middle line of this top view, and we have to draw this rib here by referring to the front view. Then we have to draw all hidden lines of this diagram, and then we have and at the last we have to show the dimensions of every view. That's it. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nikhil, and my roll number is 32. This is our question of sectional orthographic. First, we'll calculate the length, breadth, and height. So the maximum length will be 12 plus 65 plus 30 mm. Here 30 mm is from the radius, so the total length will be 107 mm. Then the maximum height, it is clearly given 80 mm. Also the maximum width is given as 80 mm. At start, you have to show 20 mm lines for the projection of length, breadth and height. Start drawing with a line of 45 in empty region. We will start drawing front view with 80 mm height with total 107 length for the projections. Then we will take the projections for side view and top view. Now we start our drawing from top view. First, we will draw the center lines according to the measurement, that is 30 mm of horizontal center line and vertical center line. Draw a half circle of 30 mm, taking center from the intersection of two center lines. Taking same center, make two circles of radius 20 mm and 12.5 mm. Draw a rectangle of 12 mm thickness and 80 mm width. Connect the rectangle and half circle via straight line. In the figure, we had a rib of 10 mm. So take 5 mm distance from each side of the horizontal center line and connect the outer circle to the rectangle. The other two views will be explained by Master Atul.
Now we have completed our top view, so we will start with front view. We will draw the base plate and the height of that object. For presenting that it will show rectangular in the front view only. Now draw the center line for representing it as a circle and draw the rib rectangular cross and the height. After we completed front view, we will take our all projection from front view as well as from top view to the side view. Now we will draw the base plate and the rectangular showing the circle in the side view. We will represent a circle with the hidden line so that we can imagine that it will not visible directly. After that, we will draw the outer curvature parts of the object. As we can see, the object has two holes in either side of the rib. So we will draw that with draw that of 10 millimeter each. Now we will draw central line for the rib, and we will draw the rib. After that, we will represent all the center line as well as center line for the object. After that, we will hatch the object by using hatching lines to represent that it is sectional orthographic. After that, we will give a center line to the holes that we have drawn before. This is how our object is completed. Thank you.
Good evening. Myself, Arjun Palkar, roll number 30. I am here to present the orthographical projection problem. This is front view. This is the front view. This is the right hand side view, and this is the top view, which we want to draw in the paper. Draw the two axes x and y, and take some distance from the y axis in first quadrant, and draw the 30 centimeter vertical line. Then draw the 40 centimeter horizontal line, which is joining to the 30 centimeter line. Then afterwards draw the 50 centimeter line, which is joining the another end of the 30 centimeter line. Then connect both the horizontal lines to each other. We have seen in the problem that the one conical part is shown in the figure, which we want to draw in the which we want to draw in the front view. Now we want to draw that. Draw the first 15 centimeter line, and then the draw again. It connects it to the that slope line. Then we have drawn the front view. Afterwards, draw the hidden lines which have drawn by the red lines, and we want to draw now the top view. Draw the 15 millimeters line, 50 millimeter lines, which is equal to the upper side of a top view. Then draw the 40 millimeter line, which is equal to the front view of the downside. Then draw the side three lines of 30 millimeters, and this we can complete the top view. Now my friend will show the right hand side view.
Hello friends, I am Ashish Singh Negi. I will present another part of the given problem, in which I will explain how we have to draw the right hand side view of the given problem. To draw the right hand side view, first we have to make the line of 30 millimeter parallel to the y-axis, and a line of 30 millimeter that is parallel to x-axis. We have to join all the lines. Then we can also see this part of 15 meters in the side. So we have to draw it. To draw it, we will make a line of 15 meters. We will make a line of 15 meter here and then join both of them. By this, in this way, we will make the right hand side view.
Hello everyone, my name is Shailesh Pandey, roll number 34. Today we will deal with this example. As you can see, for the front view, if we seeing the body from this side, we have to draw the front view. Here the length, height and width, all three are 80 millimeters. So we will draw the axis first. Then we have to draw length, breadth, height here, as you can see 80 millimeters. Then from the front we will see these three rectangles. We have to draw these three rectangles of 26, 27 and again 26 millimeter. Also this 5 centimeter inside. Then we have to draw this line as 10 centimeter inside. Then we have to come down by 38 millimeters and draw this line. Then we will see the slope part, which is 8 centimeter inside of this line. Then for the middle part, we have to take the midpoint and draw this sectional line, and also take a radius of 8 centimeter and draw this circle. Then the front view will be done. Then for the top view, we have to draw projections, and we will see the rectangle like this. We will see rectangle, so draw this. Then that slope part will also be seen as here, and we have to also come by 5 millimeter inside like this. And for the downward middle part, we have to draw this and take 8 millimeter as the radius and draw this part. Then your top view will be done. Then we have to draw left hand sectional view next.
I am Harsh Paste and my roll number is 35. Now we will draw sectional side view. So we must draw projections from front view and top view. Now make dotted lines or light lines to understand view. Refer above rough work so that we can understood sectional side view. Now we can draw outer lines and highlight the hatching part. Now we can, by that, uh, we had finished the work, and now we can do labeling and give dimensions. Further example will be continued by next group.
Good evening, one and all. Myself, Mano Patil, roll number 40, and I will be presenting an example on sectional orthographic projection. The total length of the object is 180 mm. The total height of the object is 86 mm, and the breadth is 90 mm respectively. At first, we have to draw x and y axis as shown here. Then, at a distance of 20 mm, we have to draw perpendicular lines on both the sides of x and y axis. Then draw draw a line at a distance of 180 mm parallel to y-axis and parallel to x-axis as shown here. Then draw a line at an angle of 45 degree in the fourth quadrant to show the projection lines. Make a line parallel to y-axis and parallel to x-axis at a distance of 86 mm. Then draw a line parallel to x-axis above at a distance of 16 mm to draw the base of the object given in the example. After that, draw the lines as shown here, which makes the base and middle part of the object After that, draw the lines as shown here, which makes the base and middle part of the object from front view. Then make the edges circular of the middle part. Then draw the top part of the object at a height of 30 mm from the base of the mid part. Then connect these 2 points. Then connect on both the sides to make the ribs of the given object, and draw the hidden line of the top cylindrical part as shown here. And then mark the center. With this, the front view of the object is completed.
So now we will begin with our top view. So now, considering this as the center point, we will draw a circle of 15 millimeter and another circle of 25 millimeter. Now, with the help of the projection lines taken from the front view, we will draw a strip of 16 millimeter and width and length of 180 millimeter. Now we have to draw a rectangular figure like this with breadth 60 mm and width 100 mm. With the help of the projection lines, we have to take the hidden lines respectively. Considering the origin, we have to draw a line from there which is 45 degree to both x and y axis. Now we have to draw 2 more rectangular figures which from the projection line of the width 90 and length 60. With the help of the projection lines, we also have to give them hidden lines. Now, in order to finish this figure off, we have to draw small circles of 5 millimeter radius. We have to draw more 3 circles of 5 millimeter radius on the same figure. Now, with the help of the projection lines from this top view, we would be able to draw the side view. We can draw the side view's base with the help of these projection lines, which is of the width 90 and height 16 mm. We have to draw the upper part of the base, which is of the width 45 and 30 millimeter respectively. In order to draw the rib structure, we have to use the projection line, which is of the length 70 mm. Now, in order to finish this question, we have to use the projection line again and draw the hidden lines respectively, and the upper part of the structure, which is of the width 30 and length 50 mm. In order to show the sectional view, we have to use the hatching lines on the sectional front view. With this, we have completed the questions. Now, I would like to thank for your patience listening. Once again, thank you everyone.
I hope you all understood this topic of sectional orthographic projections explained by our group. Thank you so much.